finally, we're back. Yeah, I know, it only took about a month or so. Well, then again, now that I'm thinking of it, I think the in-transit vlog is best suited to be at about a month's frequency, considering I don't just post vlogs and I don't post very frequently. So maybe I'm wrong, maybe it's not that long. Anyway, I hope you guys have been doing well. I certainly have been enjoying this extended summer for the most part. I mean, there's a point where the extreme heat starts to get to you, especially this summer. It's been boiling here in Montreal, but we're not complaining when it's still September and still warm, sunny, beautiful day like today. Unlike where I'm seated right now, I'm in the shade, but because I don't want to boil. As you saw in the clips leading up to this one, I am sitting at a railroad crossing. I'm in Brassard, which is on the south shore of Montreal. I plan on sticking on the south shore today, as I've only done that I think one other time in these vlogs where I've actually spent the whole day on the south shore. And as with the last one where I did that, I'm actually just waiting for trains. Let's see if I can see some trains. And I know a lot of the content has been rail based in the last videos, other than the vlogs. I mean, you have the Drummond line that I covered in a couple of videos, including the last in transit vlog, and of course the metro as well with the Orange Line ride. Let me just change arms here. Woo! Maybe I need to vlog more. But yeah, so basically I've been enjoying that, doing a lot of rail related stuff lately. But we're gonna see what we see here, and let's just say I won't be staying here for the whole afternoon because my good friend is coming to meet me with his car, so we're gonna be able to drive around and move some places and maybe even follow this rail line. This is also known as milepost 37 on the CN Rouse's Point subdivision. Hopefully we'll catch some stuff and see what we see, as usual, as these vlogs are all about. So sit tight and enjoy. And if you want a better idea of exactly where this crossing is, this street is called Rome Boulevard here in Brassard, one of the more busy main streets in the area. And just down there where I'm pointing is the Quartier des 30, or at least it leads past part of the Quartier des 30 shopping mall. You can't see anything there because that's the highway over there. Actually, that's a better landmark. That's Highway 10 over there. Autoroute 10, the Autoroute des Cantons L'Est, as they call it. The des 30 is better seen down there, that tall building and that tall building way over there in the center of the frame. And yeah, so it's like right outside the des 30 shopping district, and down that way. If you keep going down this track, you either go to Saint-Jean-sur-Richelieu or you take a spur which is called the Messina subdivision, or kind of more related to an industrial lead nowadays because it just leads all the way to Delson, Quebec. And drop for company drop-offs and such, and things like that. But otherwise, that's basically the location. I do have a question for you guys regarding these vlogs, and while I kind of touched on it at the very beginning, I wanted to get your input directly. So let me know. Do you think these vlogs are frequent enough? Do you want to see more of them? I was thinking the same thing, as a potential of, maybe experimenting with doing these more consistently than the rest of the content. Like right now, what I do is I basically have this on a monthly frequency, and then the videos I put up in the middle are not vlogs. It could be bus rides, it could be metro stuff, train, rail fanning, just straight up rail fanning like I'm doing right now, but it may not include other things. It may be more focused on a specific audience. But the point of these vlogs have always been to bring everybody together, sort of, and kind of bring all the type of content that I like to film and the stuff I like to film in general, and bring it all together in one package and kind of make it more of a personal thing, because it's a vlog, of course, so it's me talking to you. But I want to know if you think there should be more of these, and maybe make these a little bit more frequent, because I don't have a ton of time to play with, but I could maybe have 2 vlogs per month, or maybe just make them all vlogs, but maybe not all of them vlogs, but maybe increase the frequency just a little bit, and see where it goes. But do let me know below. I'd love to hear your feedback. Well, it's been a solid hour since I got here to start with, and nothing has shown up yet. But don't worry, we will be back on this track later in this vlog. I promise you that, because I did want to get some sort of train action today. But in the meantime, this has conveniently pulled up next to where I am. Now, I don't claim to be an expert on trucks by any means. I mean, I only know a little bit, and I've learned that in the past from a few people, some truck-related things. But I do know this is a Ford L8000. First of all, I mean, it's kind of obvious. There's a Ford badge and it says L8000, but I do know that these are pretty well-known, old, but reliable heavy or light or medium duty trucks, and this one's a, well, I like to call these sewer suckers, but it's a sewer vac truck, and it works for the Brossard Public Works, which is pretty interesting to see considering these are not young, and it's still working for a city. I mean, you see stuff like this in Montreal too, but it's still pretty cool to see these in action, still in service, even here in 2018. I really hope that this vlog hasn't been too dry for y'all so far. I admit that I haven't seen a whole lot. I mean, the trains have been non-existent. I'm now in the main area of the discount. Behind me right here is the Montreal Canadiens practice arena. For those who follow hockey, that's where they go and practice. And then over here to my ahead of me is all the shopping area and stuff around here. But again, I haven't really seen much, and I'm kind of hoping that being in the discount will salvage that, because I mean, this isn't of course just a train vlog, of course. There's more of the middle and upper middle class that shop around here, of course, because you have some pretty high-end stores, you know, the likes of Apple and electronic stores and other stuff like that. And that also could entail some nice cars. So maybe we'll see something like that. So far, nothing out of the ordinary, but fingers crossed as usual. Well, that's far from terrible. Love that. I actually really like that generation of 911. It's just a Carrera, but I like the little wing on the back, kind of like the old ones. I dig that. So thanks to some wheels, we found ourselves in a new location, and you can thank Mr. Adam Dion. Welcome to the vlog.
Thank you.
And well, we found our way to another part of the Rouse's Point subdivision, trying to catch our luck again with trains, but this is a place that I've been wanting to come to for a while. You see, got this tall overpass down there, but beyond that overpass, the track comes off a curve. So if a train comes from over there, then we'll have a nice curve shot. It's the same track as before, only we're a few miles down the track. Actually, this is milepost 40, just down there. And here is that curve I was mentioning. Goes right over the roadbed here, which is not common at all around here to see railway crossings that have the tracks curving as they're crossing the street. Normally they, at grade crossings, aren't usually at this weird angle. Or, well, I mean, they aren't, it's not abnormal, but around here particularly it's not normal. Most of the time it's like perpendicular to the street. But this is why I really hope to see a train here, because it comes at an angle and passes you here and get this whole curve thing, which is always appealing. Oh, you'll have to pardon the sudden change of location. I didn't really think of vlogging coming over here or filming any clips for coming over to this place. But you might remember if you saw one of the earlier in transit vlogs, a bit of a above, higher up view type of place to film trains. And well, we got here right on time for that EXO train that had one of the new repainted or redone dual level cars, multi-level cars in the EXO scheme. So that's the first time I've actually seen one of those in person. So I'm glad to have caught that, and hopefully traffic will be better here than it was on the Rouse's Point, which actually ends just behind us. So hey, if something shows up and goes on the Rouse's Point, maybe we'll even go after it. If not, well, this is the Saint-Hyacinthe subdivision, which is way busier. So all hopes that we'll actually see some more interesting rail traffic over here. Usually filming passenger trains is not really my jam, but considering I haven't seen a whole hell of a lot today, 3 passenger trains will do me well to at least start things off. There might be some other things, although apparently it's pretty quiet today according to another train spotter who's shown up with a scanner, who's been saying there's not much radio traffic to be heard. But it's always good to keep the ear open, and we'll hope that'll bring us something in the not too distant future, because we don't want to wait too long. I'm actually kind of getting hungry, and I'm sure Adam is as well. He's telling me he hasn't eaten since 8 this morning, and it's 6 p.m. So you might be crazy, but that's okay because you like to drive. So at least, well, at least he gets all the sights that way.
It better be okay. We're gonna walk.
Yeah, well, I could take the bus. I could take the bus. Thanks. Well, there you go. The first freight-related thing I've seen all day. A couple of switchers, including a GP9, coming through here, and then way down there, you probably can see it way off in the distance. The one light. Another couple of locomotives moving. I'm gonna go pick up some cars. I'm not sure, but hey, I'll take it. A couple of lone engines, including a good old reliable GP9 sitting right there in the low sun, which is quite bright and hard to film in, but it does make for a pretty cool shot here of the rail line all lit up, the rail yard I should say, and the skyline in the background. Second set of switchers, and it's another couple of GP9s. You have 3 GP9s and either a Jeep 40 or Jeep 38-2LW. This is one of my favorite spots to come and watch trains in the Montreal area, even though I haven't been here that many times, and I've certainly only been here a couple of times on video. Can't complain, especially when the light is low and it's golden hour like this, and you have some pretty cool switching action going on down there. And of course there's still potentials of other trains coming, because this is a main line, CN main line, so this is why I really like this spot, even though it took us a little long to find some trains. That I think I did good in deciding to come over here, and well, we did good in deciding to come over here and see what's up. So yeah, so far I'm really liking how this is going, and we'll stick around for a little bit longer before wrapping this up, because I think we've had a little bit of everything today, a little bit of trial and error that eventually resulted in something cool. So let's see what the rest of this vlog brings us before sunset comes. Possibly CN 309, because I read in a group that I'm in that he was at Drummondville around 5:13. It could be him. as this guy is pushing back now. See those Jeeps smoking like crazy in the distance. Well, if you complain about a smoke show from those GP9s like we saw back there, or about CN309, which is exactly what I thought it was. I checked in the Quebec Railfans Facebook group, and the person who had spotted put the locomotive numbers, and that was 2198, so that was the leader of 309. So if you don't like any of that, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know I made you wait, guys, because this is a hard vlog to make. I mean, I expected to see more earlier, and I didn't, so unfortunately it kind of dragged out, but hey, paid off in the end. Well, I have to say that despite this being kind of like I said before, a difficult vlog to film, considering how long it took to find some really good stuff, in the end it came out pretty cool, and that's supposed to be the point of these vlogs, that, you know, sometimes it might take a while to see something, but I want to show you the process and kind of just bring a personal spin to things, you know, just kind of even if it takes a while to find something, maybe it's kind of build the anticipation and you know, maybe show you something pretty cool, but maybe it'll take a little longer to get to it, but you get the point. That's how I see these vlogs being, and I really like how they've been going, and of course they will continue despite the summer coming to an end very soon. But do let me know, as I mentioned earlier in the vlog, that if you want to see more of these, and maybe make this a bit more important to my content, as a bit more consistent and more reoccurring in my content. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you, Edna, for briefly joining us, even though it was somewhat brief nonetheless. You did show up a couple of times.
Yeah.
and you enabled us to get out over here, and
what's important is that I was still there.
Yes, of course.
Even though I was not being seen that much.
Yeah, well, hey, he's the silent hero. He brought us here and brought us to the trains.
Yep.
So we can't deny that. So thanks very much, and of course you can always pop in any time in another vlog. That would be cool. And maybe we'll do something else and maybe go out further, because he has a car, we can drive some places, we can get out of Montreal if we want, maybe. So we'll look into that in maybe a future vlog. But as for this one, that's been it. Hope you enjoyed it. Catch us on social media at theNOVABUSfan. Catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.